Former Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif has been indicted by the Accountability Court. Former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, his daughter Maryam and son-in-law M&A Captain retired Safdar have been indicted in that Avonfield Properties case by the National Accountability Bureau appointed by the Supreme Court. The indictment comes after the Supreme Court ordered their prosecution following exposure by the Panama Papers. They have been accused of money laundering. The Accountability Court hearing corruption cases against the Sharif family indicted that the three accused after dismissing the separate pleas to suspend proceedings and halt their indictment. Well, Siddhant Sibal now joins us with more updates on that particular story. Siddhant, what does this mean at this point of time? Indictment, is Nawaz Sharif at this point of time nailed, or do you still see, some movement left for him to maneuver out of this particular sticky situation?
Well, as of now, it looks bad for not only Nawaz Sharif but for the entire Sharif family, because not only he has been indicted, but his daughter and son-in-law have both been invited in the properties, the Avonfield properties in London. And of course, it comes at a time when elections are just near in Pakistan, and of course, the fact that it obviously puts the Sharif family in the dock, and he could also be put in jail by next 6 months if the situation remains like this. And remember, the entire saga started with the Panama case incident, the Panama case issue last year, when the leaks were made public, the Panama leaks, in which the Sharif family's name was also mentioned, and then of course opposition led by Imran Khan and his party PTI led the entire country in a sense towards the protest, and the Supreme Court of Pakistan took the issue. Of course, initially there was a reprieve, and it seemed like Sharif family and of course the Pakistani Prime Minister got reprieve when a committee was formed. But later on, that committee came out with a report, and of course the Supreme Court of Pakistan in a 5-0 judgment said that he is not Sadiq and Amin. That literally meant he was deposed, and of course we saw a change in the Prime Ministership. We saw another person, Mr. Khakan, taking over as the Prime Minister of Pakistan. But of course, strings are attached, everyone knows. It seemed like a judicial coup, and everyone is calling that, because the army, of course, hasn't played a public role, it seems, but everyone have their doubts that army has been playing from black channels. And of course, there has been another element which is sneaking into Pakistani politics. That's the mainstreaming of terrorists. We know that there is a party called MML, which is backed by terrorist organizations, and of course this mainstreaming of terrorism and terrorists has been primarily, many experts believe, led by the Pakistani army, who in an attempt to give another color to their activities in Pakistan are trying to put terrorists in parliament. And of course that will be more